Hi friends, welcome back. So in this video, we'll learn about beta testing and what are the various interview questions can be asked related to beta testing that I'm going to provide in detail in this video. Let's proceed further by one now. The first question is, what is a beta testing? That is a key first question, which is beta testing we are going to do when final phase of software testing before product is released to the public or end user. That is when the beta testing will be performed. Normally, in beta testing, the real users are going to test the software in the live environment or production environment to provide the feedback on its functionalities, usability, and performance of the application or a product. And why is beta testing is very important in the software development life cycle? Beta testing is very important because this testing allows the developer to gather valuable feedback from actual users, identify potential issues, and ensure that software meets the user expectation before we are doing official releases to the customer. That is a key and important goal of beta testing. And can you explain the difference between alpha testing versus beta testing? That is the next interview question. In alpha testing, we normally performing the testing by the internal development team, while beta testing is done by the external user. That is the first key difference. And the second key difference is alpha testing occurs before beta testing, and alpha testing is morely focusing on identifying the bugs and issues within the development team. And the next one is, what are the key objectives of beta testing? What are the key objectives? The key objective of beta testing is to include validating the software functionality in real world environment, uncovering potential issues, collecting user feedback to improve product before its official release. And the next one is, how do you select participants for beta testing? How do you select participants for beta testing? The participants are typically selected based on target audience for the software. The participant can include from the diverse group of users who represent the intended users base in terms of demographic, skills, and usage scenario. Based on that, we are going to identify the participants for beta testing. And the next question is, what challenges might you encounter in managing the beta testing programs? Challenges may include coordinating the diverse group of participants, because while doing beta testing, we will have a huge set of people who will be following this beta testing, and they will keep doing this beta testing, and again coordinating their bugs or defects becomes very challenging. And as well as we have to get these things in timely manner as well, and we have to get take the relevant feedback, and then managing their expectation from both the development and user perspectives is also a bigger challenge. And how can you ensure effective communication between beta tester and development team? What is a mode of effective communication? Here we should establish a clear channels of communication, like it could be your email, or it could be face-to-face, or voice call, or whatever different kinds of channels we have to clearly well define in the beginning of the testing phase itself. And we should have a regular connect and set up a feedback mechanism to ensure that beta tester doing their job, and they give regular updates to the development team on regular basis on the progress of their testing. And what type of issues are commonly identified during beta testing? The commonly identified issues include usability issues we may face in the beta testing, and compatibility issues with different environments also we may come across, and we may see performance issues and different condition, because this testing will be done with the different geographical conditions, different network conditions. By the real user, we may find the issues in this area as well, and some of the key thing is some of the features are not working or it is not meeting the user expectations as well. And how do you handle critical issues during beta testing, and especially if the release date is approaching? The critical issues should be addressed promptly depending on the severity of the issue. A decision may be required to take to postpone the release or release a patch or communicate a workaround to the user is also an alternative path if you wanted to really release the product. And what are the different metrics or key performance indicators would you use to assess the success of beta testing? Metrics may include number of reported issues, the severity of the issues, user satisfaction scores, and turnaround time for this issue resolution. How do you differentiate between the valid and invalid feedback received from beta testers? However, because the beta testing is done by the huge group, now how will we take the feedback which is valid and invalid? That is also very clear. The valid feedback is very specific in nature, actionable in nature, and relevant to the software intended use. That is the key thing we need to see whenever we are taking the feedback. And invalid feedback may be where they are going to provide a vague information or unrelated information or based on misunderstanding can also come as a feedback. That also we should look into it whenever we are doing beta testing. How do you encourage reluctant beta tester to provide the feedback? The incentives we can give to the beta tester, clear communication about the importance of the feedback, and creating the user-friendly feedback process can also encourage reluctant beta tester to share their thought process. And how do you handle the situation where beta testers discover a significant flaw in the software that was missed during earlier testing process? This is very important, where our testers are not able to find the issues, but beta testers are able to find the issue. Where here, what we should do here is we should acknowledge the issue and prioritize the issue for resolution. Communicate transparently with the beta tester about the plan for addressing this flaw in the application or in the system, and to ensure fixes include in the official release. That we have to keep in mind whenever we are handling this kind of tough situations.